Guys and girls, welcome back. We are finally making another video. I know it's been far too long, but I swear today is going to make up for it. And I'll try to fill you guys in a little bit about what is going on and what I'm actually sitting in right now. Now you guys are probably all saying, Josh, why are you calling it disgusting? Most of you can probably tell actually behind me because, look, let's get out of this thing and I'll actually show you guys like what's going on with it. First off, welcome to the new shop. It's nothing much yet, but it's getting there. I finally have like a big garage again. So, all right, hold on, let's check out this thing. Here we have a 1992 Mustang GT. It is basically like the exact car that I've been looking for years. Me and my brother actually earlier on this year had talked about getting Mustangs again. My brother had previously owned one. He had a green 88 Mustang, and I mean, I don't know what it is about the styling of these things. I've never been a Ford fan, but the Foxbody Mustang, for some reason these cars have always clicked for me. But anyways, this is a 1992 GT. We just picked this car up locally here over near Springfield, Massachusetts. And it's really hard to find Mustangs around here in decent shape. Now, obviously, it has no engine or transmission in it, but that's not a problem for our future plans here. The car itself is very, very solid. And like Massachusetts, it's hard to find cars that aren't rotted out. So like typically they like to really rot like the strut tower area, like right in here. It's just like, that's just chafing, it's just surface rust, but nothing is rotted on this car. It's like super, super clean. It literally sat in a guy's backyard for the last 5 years. So like it's really, I figured it was gonna be at least a little crusty and rusty, but it's really not bad at all. Just very light surface rust everywhere. So I'm really, really excited. I get to start off with like a clean example like this, so I don't have to do a bunch of rot repair work first. So like the A-pillars usually rot on these cars. Like look at this thing. Just super clean all the way up, all original paint. There's no aftermarket paint anywhere on this car other than somebody that like rattle can primered the ground effects. I'm not really sure why they did that, but maybe the sun just baked off the original coating, so I'm gonna have to go over. The thing sat outside for a long time. The last time it was registered was 2011 in New Jersey, so somehow it made its way up to Massachusetts, but let's go over the rest of the car. The window was broken when we got it. The guy said he doesn't know how it happened, but it was in the backyard. Maybe a lawnmower or something kicked it up and it put a hole right there and it shattered the rest of the window. So last night, I kind of got ahead of myself and we started tearing it out. I really wanted to make a video before I started tearing into this thing, but I was like so excited that I just had to like get on it right away. I really wanted to film like the trailer, you know, getting the thing here too, because I towed it with a Duramax, but I got it in here last night for the first time in the garage and just like started tearing into it. This is the first car I've had in my new shop so far, so go big or go home, right? I pulled the rear bumper cover off already because it had a pretty crappy GT bumper on it that was all torn up on the bottom anyway, so that's coming off. We're gonna do a Cobra bumper. The taillights are in it, were LX taillights, and they're all, they're pretty waterlogged and stuff, so we'll wind up refurbishing those with the Cobra skins on them anyways, but let's open up the back. So, reason why I'm calling this car the Disgusting, you can pretty well see already what's going on here, but we started tearing out. Well, first off, I guess when we bought the car, I opened up the door on it and stuck my head in there, and it smells like mouse piss and poop really, really, really bad in this car. So I knew right away that I was gonna have some problems, but we bought it anyway just because the shell was so clean. So last night I tore all the panels out. The mice literally had a giant nest down the fender or the spare tire area here, and it was all rotted out in there. Not rotted, it's just rusted, I'm sorry. Just surface rust, so I vacuumed all that out. I've literally just been vacuuming mouse poop in this car for the last like 4 hours yesterday. It was just crazy. All of the floor insulation was ruined. I had to take it all out because it's all just mouse pee, just soaked all the insulation. So I still got to go through here and vacuum up some more stuff because I pulled the rest of the rear interior plastics out yesterday so I could get to the window and everything else, the rear bumper covers and stuff. So first thing on the list, I guess, would be to vacuum everything out back here. Get a soap and water, some warm soap and water, and some bleach, and just scrub everything, like just to nothing. I gotta make sure that I get every smell out of this car. take everything out, and then we're gonna grind the floor area down here. We're gonna coat that up and paint it really good. Anything that's rusty on this car. We're basically doing a full restoration on this car, and that is the plan. Like, I really want this thing to be nice when it's done. And it's not gonna stay green. We'll go over that a little more in other videos, but the car is gonna get a color change. It's gonna get a 5-volt conversion, and I wasn't gonna tell you guys what I'm gonna put in this thing, but I'm gonna tell you anyways. The car is going to get a, God, excuse my mess right now, I'm still moving in here. 6-liter LS engine. On my channel, I actually showed like some of the stuff I built on this thing a few years ago. It's a 6-liter LY6 out of a 2009 Isuzu box truck that had the GM LS engines in it. And I put flat top pistons in it. It's got a Texas speed cam in it. It's got new bearings and main rod bearings, new rings, everything, new oil pan. And then I got all heads and stuff all redone for it. So those are gonna go on it with the LS3 intake. So the car will be an LS EV6 swapped Mustang. I know some of you Ford guys are gonna hate me for this because all I've heard is people bashing me for it so far. But if I'm gonna own a Mustang, I have to have a Mustang that has a GM motor in it. I'm sorry. I do like the Ford engines. I think they sound great, but I'm just trying to put some modern technology in it. And also, you know, it's funny too, because people really get upset about it. And I'm very familiar with the LS engines too. This is the first Ford car I've ever owned. So look at this thing, man. It's just so clean. So clean. But there's a lot of prep work and stuff I gotta do. So there's like a couple little dings and dents and stuff here and there. There is a little bit of rust coming through right here. That's probably gonna be the worst rust I have in the entire car, which is a really weird spot for it, but I'll grind that down. I may have to put a little metal in there, we'll see. Not a big deal. But like the quarters and stuff, like New England, these cars just rot out. I've seen so many of these things are just quarter panels just gone. My brother had one years ago too, and it was rotted down below and all the ground effects, and like, look how straight everything is. The bottom ground effects are just held on by little metal clips down here. And usually those rot out, and this thing, they're rock solid still. There's like nothing coming out at all. They're nice and true and straight. So like very good bone to start on this car. So tons and tons of updates are coming. There's actually another Mustang here too. That's my brother's car. So we're doing a dual build. It's not gonna just be one. I'll show you that one when it's daylight out. It's too dark outside to show you anything right now, but there's so much stuff coming on this car, and I'm gonna start doing some time lapses and stuff of the work along the way. Starting off with the interior, just getting everything cleaned up. If anybody else knows like any source for parts and stuff, let me know. I've been checking out LMR. They got a ton of stuff on there. It's probably what I'm gonna be going through, salvage yards and through LMR. But I really can't wait to just jump on this thing. So first things first, just get all the mice out. Get all cleaned up, and then we can start working on probably the drivetrain swap first. So I'll get the, actually I really gotta get the bay painted first. So what I'll end up doing is stripping the engine bay down, and then pulling all the unnecessary stuff out of there. And then we'll be scrubbing the bay down, getting some paint in it, and then I'll be mocking up the engine, getting the harness and the mounts and everything else going on. I still gotta get a transmission for it, so that's gonna be the next thing to do, I guess. But transmission, get the motor, tranny mounted in there, and then once I get everything mocked up and I get the engine running and driving, and then I will be stripping the body down. I'll be jamming everything and then getting the car ready for paint. So that'll be my winter project. I always have to have something going on in the wintertime, otherwise I go nuts. So I figure this is gonna keep me busy and also keep you guys entertained along the way. So be sure to click that subscribe button down below. Click the little bells for notification. If you like this video, give me a thumbs up. If you don't like this video, give me a thumbs down. I don't even care. But thanks for watching, guys, and I'll see you guys again soon when I do a time-lapse video next probably. So thanks for watching. See you later.